Hey guys, welcome to our exclusive interview. And today I'm very excited to introduce the co-founder of shEOS, Crystal. Please say hi to the camera.
Hi everyone, I'm Crystal Rose, the co-founder of shEOS. Sense is a blockchain technology company. We're building messaging and now moving on to the EOS platform.
It's so refreshing to see women take the lead with ambitious projects like this. And all the members of your team are women. Some leader thinks that value, recognition, and involvement of women in bigger roles where they will be able to express and share and add more of their passions and values.
Absolutely. So shEOS was born from 10 women, which are now 14 and expanding. Who are all technologists, people who are backing projects in the industry, so venture capitalists, or they've done something really substantial in their life, being an entrepreneur or being at the forefront of their industry. For instance, one of our members she was very instrumental in creating 3D printing. So a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different experience, but mostly people who achieve great things and they're looking to back more of the blockchain technology sector.
So maybe this is the centerpiece for shEOS to join in the election. And you aim to move the gender ratio of users and developers of blockchain technology towards 1:1. Sounds very great. And anything challenging, any difficulty to face up to?
Huge challenges. We are one of 100 when we're joining into the tech calls around block production. So I would say that the amount of women total that we've seen is maybe 5%. And that's a big challenge. Not because there's a gender problem. The guys are usually pretty kind. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal or that it's at the forefront too much, but these are really big roles to play. And so we know that there are female developers. We know that there are female engineers. We want to encourage them to get into blockchain because it's the newest technology and it's something that is going to be the next big wave. Think of it like the new internet. The more we can do women in blockchain and specific events that are just women, the more we can get people's attention early.
So let's focus on technology. And I know you're gonna use powerful and secure state-of-the-art technology at your data center, and also mission of the shEOS is to add value to the entire network and the most powerful software for decentralized applications. And please help me to understand what would you do to reach your goals?
So there are two different ways that you can do block production. One is you can do it in the cloud. You can use services like Amazon. But when you're producing a network, and especially when you're creating tokens, and you're doing something as big a profile and needing as much security as producing blocks, you want to do something that is more secure. And so the other way, you could do a hybrid. You could do both, servers and cloud, which we have the cloud to back up. But the preferred way is to get bare metal servers, have very good infrastructure, have 24-hour support, and focus really just on block production on those servers. So we see the need for having very good tech, and I think if you look at the list of the top 30 block producers, most of them have their own data center or they have their own security and support because we know how important it is for the network. We also have chosen to be in Iceland, so we are in very secure, very good facilities, and the energy there is very good cost energy, as well as the regulations. So Iceland is very friendly with cryptocurrency, and that's something that we want to find globally because a lot of places are either they have difficult regulations or they have no regulation yet at all. So it's kind of questionable what will happen next.
Maybe you've got the point, because I believe that education is the efficient way to push EOS moving forward. And just like what you said, education in this sector equals job.
Exactly. It's really important to educate early, even by throwing events. So just awareness is the first step. Getting the average consumer to understand what cryptocurrency is and why they would use it is the first step for all of the decentralized applications to be successful because they need users. And beyond that, we need people who are knowledgeable with coding and are excited to build on the network. So one of the big missions that we have is to educate more women, and so we've done a scholarship program to be able to send more women to school for engineering and specifically for blockchain.
So I'm very interested in one thing, that is, it is forbidden to share the dividend through the policy of shEOS. So what you're gonna do is to create the scholarship fund, and why?
Right, so the voter rewards is a policy to prevent purchasing votes. If you were to offer a dividend out to someone who's giving you votes, you're essentially paying for them. So in order to stay truly decentralized and to be able to efficiently create a system in which everyone's delegating their votes in a fair way, Block One has asked that there are no sharing of vote rewards. So instead of paying people with those rewards, we would rather just facilitate events and maybe back some decentralized applications, depending on what comes out in the ecosystem. We can put funds into them and then just purely give it away to education. I think that the new dApp or decentralized app developers that are coming on board will need funding. And so if we can create a reward system, and especially if we're one of the top producers, we'll be able to facilitate those dApps to be created.
And let's talk about the controversy of yields. It is considered like intriguing by large amount of people, and Dan Larimer is considered schemed of $4 billion and has no solutions to deal with the problem. And what is your response? And are you confident with the yields?
I think traditional financial institutions have a really difficult time understanding cryptocurrency. So the criticisms and the skepticism is natural, and we see that globally. One thing I will say about Dan Larimer, he's a technologist. He's a CTO at heart, and the systems that he has built, if you look at the overall transactions on the entire blockchain economy, 2 of the top producing applications are created by him, or chains, blockchains. So he created 2 others before EOS that now represent a majority of the ecosystem's transactions. But what that means is his technology is just very good. Ethereum is the predecessor to EOS, and unfortunately, even though there are thousands of applications being built, most people are hitting a wall. They are unable to do fast transactions. They're unable to do free transactions, which is what EOS provides. And so as a platform, as a software system, not even looking at the financial implications of it, or what they raised, or how much it's worth, just the software alone is the next evolution of blockchain. And I think that we'll see the value when we see all the applications being built on it.
So don't judge the person. Look at the things he have done before.
And I think it's when you're this big, if you're not controversial, you're not doing something right. You know, it's natural. I think for us, women are natural community builders. We like to create big social experiences. I think that that's been the most exciting thing for us, is seeing how we can put everybody together and build the next big thing.